Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yambawi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaitana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil Islam wa lakal hamdu bil Iman wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd, fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma, Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ilman nafi'an wa amalan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiba. Allahumma thabbitna indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Rabbi yassir wa la tuassir wa tammim bil khair. Allahumma ja'al amalana kullahu salihan waj'alhu liwajhika khalisan wala taj'al li ahadin fihi shay'a. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. We are going to continue with our numbers, and with little revision, inshallah, we are going to go to fraction, which is today's topic, inshallah. So review always help, right? So let's review what we have learned so far. So there are many different lessons within numbers, right? Because we know that number 1 and 2 are a separate lesson. Then number 3 to 10 are different. So they are separate lesson. Number 11 to 12 could be a different lesson, right? So that's why we need to review it, because review, inshallah, going to help us to retain all this knowledge. So number 1 and 2, what do we know about them? Anyone?
So they follow the Sifa Mausuf pattern. The Madud comes first, and then the Madud is singular.
Very good.
And the example is Kitabun Wahidun.
And feminine example?
Sayyaratun Wahidatun.
Very good. So they are simple, easy, Mausuf Sifa fragment, and they are fully flexible, right?
Yeah, they are flexible.
Because which ones are not fully flexible? Whatever numbers we have done so far, which ones are not fully flexible or more about?
So 11 to 19 are not are mabni. They are not flexible.
But 12 is?
Oh, 11, 12, yes, 12 is.
So
11,
yeah.
12 is fully flexible, yeah.
So 11 and then 13 to 19. So these numbers are mabni. So what does that mean? That even though if they are becoming mubtada, right? Even though they are the file, but still they are not going to take dhamma, right? They are not going to show their rafa version. They are not going to show us their jar version. So they are mabni. So only these numbers are mabni. Number 11 and number 13 to 19. They are mabni. The rest of all these numbers gonna be morab. They are fully flexible. So this is also a side point. Then comes number 3 to 10. What do we know about 3 to 10? Someone else need to say it.
So they are, may I?
Yeah, sure.
3 to 10, they are idafa fragment, mudaf, mudaf ilahi, and other come first and madud come next. And then madud is plural, common, and once we see it, we have to go to the singular form of madud, and then the adad will be opposite to that.
Very good. And they are morab.
They are morab.
Very good. Okay, so then comes 11 and 12. Someone else need to participate. Should I pick people?
You,
Asim,
sir.
Sister Asima or Sister Farhat? Quickly. Or Sister Raksha? Anyone? Walaikum Assalam.
I'm just not ready yet to answer the question. I'm sorry about it.
It's okay. But we need to prepare, right? Otherwise, we are not to learn it. We need to review, we need to revise. What's the point if we are here and we are not retaining the knowledge, right? That is not the point.
I'm sorry about that.
Raksha, Reshma, yeah. Anyone? Yeah.
Yes, Saza, the numbers, these numbers are compounded number, like the 1 and the 10 digits. They come and they match in general with the madud of these. And the things being counted, that is the madud. Madud is the tamjiz to the number, and it's the example of Ahda Ashara Kaukaban.
Very good.
So in this, the Ashara and Ahada, they are both masculine, and they match in gender with the Maudud Kaukaban, and Kaukaban is Tamyiz.
Very good. And when we say tamyiz, what does that mean?
It is singular, and nasab, and singular, nasab, and common.
Very good, perfect. So 11 and 12, easy. They are going to match. They are going to be 3 words, right? Because now it is a compound word. The other itself is compound word. And then we have madud, right? So all 3 these words are going to be matched with each other. Like we say ahada ashara kaukaban. So ahada is masculine, ashara is masculine, and then kaukaban is masculine, right? And then if we are using any feminine example, we're gonna say ihda ashrata talibatan, right? So now ihda is feminine, ashrata is feminine, and talibatan is tamyiz, right? So this is how it will go. And then we said that number 11 is mabni, right? So ahada ashara gonna be ahada ashara, even though if it is coming as a file or if it is coming after harfu jar, right? So still it gonna be ahada ashara. But what about number 12? It is basically morab, right? Because we ithnani, ithnaini, right? And then for feminine version, ithnatani, ithnataini, and ithnataini. So it is flexible. But ahada ashara, the number 11 is not going to be. So that we need to keep that difference in mind. Now comes number 13 to 19. What do we know about them? Sister Sajida, are you able?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, 13 to 19 is like almost, it has also, this is also murakkab, adad is the murakkab, so it will have two part, 10 plus 3, 10 plus 4, like that. So the number of adad in the one part will be the opposite of the tamiz in gender, and the 10th part, the gender will be the same for the with the tamiz.
Very good. So, and any example?
An example is like how can I say, salasa asharata, salasa asharata talibatan.
Very, very good. So asharata and
Talibatan.
ashrata and talibatan are matching, right? But the unit, the ones, the first one, right? The one,
Salasa.
yeah, it is going to be the opposite of whatever is madud.
Yeah, and also here I think one thing for the murakkab word, when the shin for the ashra is when this is the 10 is singular, then shin will have.
Yeah, I put that in. I was also mixing that up, so I put that over here. So why sometime ashara and then ashrata? So basically this is ashara is masculine version and ashrata is feminine version. But sometimes you're gonna find in Quran Pak that instead of ashara it is ashra, right? For example, manja abil hasanati falahu ashru amthaliha. So why it is ashru? Why it is not asha ra over here? So that, yeah, so the reason is when it is compound, coming as a compound word, then it is going to follow that rule that ashara, the masculine version, gonna be with fatha, the sheen gonna be with fatha. And when they are just coming by itself, then it gonna take a sukun. The same example, ashara and then ashra. So waba asna minhu muthnai ashara naqiban. Now ithnai ashara. So now it is coming as a compound word. Right? So that's why it is ashara over here. But falahu ashru, it's not compound word over here. So it is ashru over here. Same fan fajarat min husnata asharata. Right? It is compound word. So sheen is sakin over here, ashrata. But then we see in Quran Pak it says tilka asharatun kamilatun. Right? So now over here it is not a compound word and it is coming as with fatha.
Yeah,
yeah, so we need to keep this difference in mind. Good, mashallah. So 13 to 19 and they are mabni. Right? So we need to remember that they are mabni. Salasa is always salasa.
Yeah. 11 to 19 only, except 12.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then comes fifth part, which is all 20s, 30s, 40s, 90s, 50s, right? All these till 90. Now they are, what pattern do they follow? What is the wazn?
Ism Jama. It's not Ism Jama, like Jama, plural.
Yeah.
Una pattern.
Yes, una in a combination they are following, right? So 20 is would be ishruna because ashara is 10 and then we're gonna make it ishruna. And then 30 would be what?
Salasuna.
Then
Arbauna.
Yes.
Khamsuna.
Very good.
Sittuna.
Khamsuna, sittatuna, sabatuna.
Not sittatuna, sittuna.
Sittuna, sab'una,
Samanuna.
Samanuna, tis'una, ashruna.
No,
there is miyatun.
Ashruna, okay. Oh yeah, it will be multiple of that. Oh, sorry.
Yes, okay. What do we know about these numbers?
They are genderless.
Very
And the
good.
madud is always a tamiz for these numbers.
Exactly. So they are genderless. Doesn't matter what madud is, masculine or feminine. It's gonna stay the same, right? But they are more of, right? So that means tis'una, tis'ina, tis'ina. Right? So they have their nasab and jar version. Okay, good.
And,
Alhamdulillah.
And also, sister, the status depends upon the role it is playing in the ayah. For example, that places it is maf'ul fihi.
Exactly. For example, if I put inna over here, right? So what should be now?
Ishrina, like that.
Tis'ina, right? Inna tis'ina kitaban. So now it will be nasab. And if I put fi, then again tis'ina. Yeah, so it is morab. Okay, then comes 21, 22, and then 31, 32, 41, 42, all these ones and twos. What do we know about them?
The same, all are same. It's like Ahada wa Ishruna, and then same
So
thing.
the others, yeah, there will be like wow between the units
In
and tens.
between there will be only wow, but Ahada wa Ishruna Taliban, like that.
Wahidun wa ishruna
Actually,
kitaban.
Wahidun.
Say,
Yeah,
right?
Wahidun wa Ishruna, then Isnani wa Ishruna, like that.
Yeah, so basically they are matching, right? So Wahid is masculine, right? And then Kitaban is masculine.
Masculine.
Ishruna, we say it is genderless, right? So we're gonna ignore that. Now, what we're gonna look at the first part
The
and the
ones,
last
yeah,
part, right?
the ones, yeah.
Yeah, so they should match now in one in all one and twos, right? So over here, wahidatun and then talibatan. Still, it is tamyiz, right? But we need to watch for the gender. So this is all ones and twos, 21, 22, and 31, 32, all these. Okay, then comes our 23, 29, and then 33, 39, 43, 49, all these 3 to 9s. What do we know about them?
It's again, there's a wow between the units and tens. And the added comes first, and then the ones is actually opposite to the tamyiz or the
Exactly.
madud.
So madud, right? And the first part is going to be the opposite again.
Opposite, yeah. In gender, yeah.
And they are morab, right? Salasun could be salasan if I put in over there.
Yes.
And it could be salasin if I put fi over there. Okay, then comes our...
And I think over here the madud will not be plural, it will be singular, right?
Yeah, it will be singular. Yeah, that's a good observation. Because it is tamyiz, right?
Tamyiz is always
so
singular.
it cannot be like that. And also there is between Ishrun and one part and the Madhu Tamiz, there is Ishruna came, or like another word came, 10th part came, so that's why we are not even seeing like Mudaf and Mudafilahi, like 3 to 9.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then comes 100. And that is, we didn't do 100, right? This is today's class.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did, but
we did 100 and 200 up.
Oh,
yeah, we are on the aleph.
Yeah, okay. So now salasu mi'atin wa khamsatun wa sittuna yawman. What is that? So how it gonna work now? Salasu mi'atin is 300.
Yeah.
Right? And then if we are adding more number, now we're gonna follow, if we are saying 65, so whatever 65 the way we used to do, we're gonna follow that, right?
Yeah.
So khamsatun wa sittuna, and yawman is masculine, right? So that's why khamsatun is feminine over here. Right? So 65, we're gonna follow the same rule.
Yeah.
Right? And then we are just adding salasu miatin 300. So this is how it will work.
I have one question in this for 100 and 1,000. So we saw 100, 200, like same, we said only the Mudaf and Mudafilhi pattern. And 300, we say like Salasu, Miyati, and the Tamiz. Not Tamiz, yeah, the Madud. But when it comes 1,000, 2,000, same way, like 100. And then when it comes 3,000, then we make the 1,000 part plural. Alfun and then alafu.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
is this silly question? I'm sorry. For 300, is there anything plural for 100? 300?
This is how it is.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how it is. Okay, so I put some practice over here. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna figure it out. Like, we need to learn the process. If we have to go into numbers, then how we gonna do it? So if we say 57 cars, right, which is sayyaratun, right? So I'm gonna write sayyara. Now 57 cars. In that pattern, my madud, what it should be? What should be the madud?
Tameez.
Is right. So that's why I'm gonna write my sayyaratan first. I'm gonna write my madud first. Okay. Then now I'm 57, right? So 5 and 7. 5 and 7, right? So what is the, this is 50, this is khamsuna, but I need to do the ones part first, right? Which is, I have how many choices?
Masculine and feminine.
Yeah.
Opposite of
Yeah, exactly. It could be sab'u or sab'atu.
Sab'un, right?
Sab'un, yeah.
Yeah, actually
Sabu.
sab'un.
Sab'un and sab'atun.
Sab'un or sab'atun. Right, so these are two choices for me. And then I'm gonna add wa khamsuna. Right?
Yeah, 50. Yes.
Now I can choose, okay, because this one should be the opposite of it.
Yeah.
Right, so which one should I choose now?
Sab'un.
Sab'un.
Sab'un wa khamsuna sayyaratan.
So we're gonna say sab'un wa khamsuna sayyaratan. Okay, so now let's do the next one. Baytun. Right? So first I need to make it tameez.
Baitan.
So I'm gonna say baytan.
Baitan.
And now 32. Right? So what is 2?
Isnani.
Yeah, so either I have isnani or
Isnatani.
Isnatani. Okay.
so I'm gonna write these two choices, and then what I need to add wow, right?
Salasuna.
Yes, I'm gonna say salasuna, right? And now I can choose. Okay, baitan is masculine.
Masculine.
So I need feminine.
Isnatani.
Isnatani wa
Yes.
salasuna. Baitan.
So isnatani wa salasuna baitan. Right? And if I need to make it mansub, what should I do?
Isnatani.
Isnataini.
Yeah.
Isnataini wa salasuna.
So now I'm gonna say isnataini wa salasuna baitan. Right? So we need to remember that process.
So we don't need to make mansub for the salasuna?
No, that is...
We don't need to make
mansub.
Yeah. We can make
Then
it.
we have to make that
salasina.
It will be ina, right? Salasina.
Because wow came, ataf, right?
Follows.
So it is going to follow the same status.
Yeah, because these are genderless, but these are mu'arrab, so we can...
Yeah, exactly. Isnataini wa salasini. So this is how it will go.
Salatani.
Salasini, yeah. Okay, 77 cities. So
Madinatan.
First Madinatan.
very good. So Madinatan.
So we have sab'an and
Sab'una.
sab'atan.
We have
Sab'an and sab'atan.
seven will be six. Seven, yeah.
And then
Sab'un.
sab'una.
Sab'un was sab'una Madinatan.
Sabun and Sabatun. One of the
Okay,
choices.
now Madinatan.
It's feminine.
So yes, so we are using
We're gonna change.
Sabun.
Yeah, sab'un.
yeah.
Sab'un
So
wa
sab'un
sab'un.
wa sab'una madinatan.
Sabun or Sabun Ahmad.
Okay, so this is how you are going to follow this process, and inshallah they're gonna help us. Okay, now comes our 100.
100.
So miyatu kitabin, and again now this miyatu is genderless.
Yeah.
Right? So miyatu kitabin or miyatu talibatin, same.
Same.
But what is the construction over here? What fragment is it?
It's idafa.
Idafa fragment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so kitabin. So the madud is singular over here. Singular and common.
Yeah.
Then if you want to say 200, so it should be miyatani,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
So Miyat.
Noon is
it
dropped.
mudaf.
Yeah.
So you
Miyata.
need
Noon
to
is
drop.
dropped.
You're gonna drop the noon, and now this is miyata kitabin,
Kitabin.
right? And as I said, it is genderless. So miyatu sayaratin or miyata sayaratin.
Yeah.
So 200 cars, 100 car. Now comes alfu. Okay, that is 100 and 100. For 300, inshallah, I have slide over here. So we're gonna just again that mismatch business gonna start from 3 to 9 again. So then we're gonna look at 1000 alfu kitabin and alfa kitabin. Again, this is genderless. Okay, so doesn't matter what is madud, it's gonna remain same. So alfu kitabin and alfani is supposed to be alfani, 2000.
Yeah.
Right, but we are dropping, we are making them idafa fragment, so we are dropping this noon. So alfa kitabin, 2000 books. Alfu sayyaratin or alfa sayyaratin, right? But for alpha, we need to remember that when it comes to 3 to 9, then it's not alpha anymore, it will become alafin.
Yeah.
So plural we are going to use. Thalathu alafin kitabin. Thalathu alaf. I think it should be alafi. If we are.
Alafi kitabin, yes.
Yeah.
Idafa chain.
Idafa, yeah. Chain of idafa gonna go. Right? So thalathu alafi kitabin or sayaratin. Doesn't matter. Okay, look at some Quranic examples now. We saw them last class, right?
Yeah, these ones, yes.
These ones. Okay, what about this one over here?
No, this one we did.
Yeah, okay. So over here, in yakum minkum ishruna swabiruna yaghlibu mi'ataini. Now what's going on over here? Mi'ataini. Over here, madud is missing. Right? Madud is missing. And that's why it's not like if we want to put our madud over there, then we can say mi'atay rijalin. Right?
Yes, yeah.
So in yakum minkum ishruna. So this is the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that if you are 20, but what kind of 20 people? Swabirun, subhanallah. Where we can buy this sabr, especially in this age today, huh? So yakum minkum ishruna swabiruna yaghlibu mi'ataini. So we can overcome on how many people? Subhanallah.
200.
200. What is the ratio? Subhanallah. 20 and 200.
10 times.
And that was the ratio in Badr. Subhanallah. Right? Allahu Akbar. And then فَإِن يَكُم مِّنكُم مِّئَةٌ صَابِرَةٌ يَغْلِبُوا مِئَتَيْنِ. Same. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala especially bringing ladies over here as well. We need more sabr than anyone else. Right?
And that's why the ratio is smaller, like
Allah.
100 and overcoming 200.
Yeah. Subhanallah. And this is not only about war and anything, right? In general, we need a sabr, right? In this world, if Muslims should have this sabr and this taqwa, so we can conquer the world. But unfortunately, we are in other condition. Then comes, okay, number 3, like 300s. What's gonna happen? The number 300 is a compound number. The 3 act as mudaf and the 100 act as mudaf ilayhi. Right? So thalathu mi'atin, we can write them together, right? Or like a one word, or we can write them separately. So the gender of mi'ata never change, but the gender of thalatha is opposite of the gender of the madud. So again, thalathu mi'atin, if I wanna have because thalathu is masculine over here, so I need to bring a feminine madud over here, right? Thalathu mi'atin talibatin. And then mi'atin will be mi'ati. Right? Because it will become a chain of idafa then. So this is how it will go. The madud usually appear as a mudaf ilayhi. However, the one time it appears in the Quran Pak as a tamyiz. So we will see this example. Subhanallah. Wallabi Susi, like all these scholars, because they work hard trying to derive rules from Quran Pak, but they cannot create any rule, or they couldn't drive any rule which was 100%, because these are the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no limitation, right? So it doesn't matter how much they work hard, still there are exceptions. So over here, وَلَّبِثُوا فِي كَهْفِهِمْ ثَلَاثَ مِئَةٍ سِنِينَ. So over here, what's going on? Sinina, it should be, what is the singular of sinina?
Sinun?
Sinatan.
Sinatan, that should be,
Sana.
yeah.
Sana or
yeah.
Sina? Sanatan?
Sanatan.
Sanatan, okay. Yeah.
नीचे है देखो उक्तादा सनातिन है सना
Yeah. So it would be Salasa Mia Ti Sanatin, right?
Yeah.
But it is Sinina. So they are saying that it should be, the madud usually appears as a mudaf ilayhi. So it should be mudaf ilayhi. However, one time in Quran Pak, it appears as a tamyiz. So it's not mudaf ilayhi, but it is actually tamyiz. But not even tamyiz, because it should
not
be
singular.
Yeah, it's not singular. So what they are saying, the gender of thalatha is opposite of the gender of madud. Right? So gender of thalatha is opposite to sinin, which should be sanatan. So the madud, sinin, is acting as a tamiz for the number over here. And this is the one rare case in which tamiz is plural. Okay, so we say tamiz should be what?
Singular.
Singular, common.
Yeah.
Right?
Nasab.
But the exception we see over here, that they are saying that it is tamiz over here, but this tamiz is not singular. Right? So this is basically an exception for tamiz. So we cannot say that tamiz is always singular. We see an example over here. Then comes number 1000 and 2000. So falabisa fihim alfa sanatin illa khamsina aman. For falabisa, so they remain fihim, in them. So it's talking about who?
Nuh alayhi salam.
Yeah. So falabisa fihim, so he stayed or remained among them, among his nation. Alfa sanatin, what number is it?
1,000.
1,000. Illa khamsina aman. What does that mean now?
Except
50
50 years.
Yeah.
Plus minus.
Exactly. So they are saying that, okay, except over here, illa is
950.
coming to subtraction.
Subtraction, yeah.
950.
Right? So 1,000 minus 50 would be
50 years.
950 years. So he remained 950 years. Subhanallah. Then numbers 3,000 and 5,000 are compound numbers that come together to form an idafa fragment. The first digit, the 3 and 5 in this case, serve as mudaf. The plural version of alf is alaf, serve as a mudaf ilayhi. So we will say thalathu alafin, 3,000, or khamsu alafin, 5,000. So the gender of the first digit, 3 and 5 in this case, will be the opposite gender of the madud. So the opposite business gonna start again from 3 to 9.
Okay.
So if taqulu lil mu'minina alan yakfiyakum an yumiddakum rabbukum bi thalathati alafim min al malaikati munsalin. So what's going on over here? Bi thalathati alafin. Now min al malaik, because min has to come over here, right? So that's why we say malaikati, we see over here. Right? So if you wanna make it tamiz, we wanna just say salasati alafin, not tamiz, sorry, mudaf ilayhi. So salasati alafi malaikati. Malaikati, right? Yeah. So over here, this is the example from Quran Pak. And even bi khamsati alafin min al malaikati, right? Same. Allahu Akbar. 50,000. So the number 50,000 again, compound number made up of two parts, the 50 and 1,000. 50,000 would be 50 and 1,000. So khamsuna alfa riyalin. Khamsuna alfa riyalin or riyalin. So it's gonna be, it's not alaf anymore. It's it's singular. So the number 50,000 is compound number made up of two parts, the 50 and 1,000. Recall that all the number from 20 to 90 take a tamiz. This applies here as well. Okay, so then it should be khamsuna alfa riyalan.
Lin.
This applies here. The 1,000 appears as a tamyiz. The 1,000 appears as a tamyiz to the 50. Okay, so it should be khamsuna alfa.
Alpha Realun looks like
Yeah.
mudaf alayhi here. Huh?
Yeah, but if there is like khamsuna alfan, if you just saying 50,000, right? So then it is basically coming as a tamyiz. Khamsuna alfan. But since we are making it idafa, so that's why we are saying alfa riyalin. The madud appears as a mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so that is the thing over here. Ta'arujul malaikatu warruhu ilayhi fi yawmin kana miqdaruhu 50 alfa sanatin. Right? So 50 alfa sanatin. How many years is that? 50 alfa sanatin?
50,000.
50,000.
50,000.
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then comes 100,000. So miyata alfin again, still idafa fragment. Miyata alfin. The number appears once in the Quran. It appears without a madud. So this alpha, miyata alfin, it appears only once in Quran Pak, and it appears without a madud, it's saying. Wa arsalnahu ila mi'ati alfin aw yazidun. We sent him to 100,000 or more. Right? So we can understand this way. Basically, which one is, what is missing?
Madud is missing.
Yeah. So if this number were to take madud, it would simply appear as a mudaf ilayhi. The example, ila miyati alfi shaksin.
Yeah.
Alfi, yeah.
Alfi shaksin. So we're gonna make it mudaf, right? So that's why it would be alfi shaksin. Now comes ordinal numbers. What does ordinal numbers are? Anyone?
First, second, third.
Yeah, like order, right?
Order, yeah.
First do this, then this, right? Or we can say he's first, second, third, fourth, right? So these are basically ordinal numbers. And the ordinal numbers that are used in Quran Pak are these ones. Awwal, Thanin, Thalithun, Rabi'un, Sadisun, and Thaminun. So these ones are used. So Awwal is first, Thanin is second, Thalithun.
Third.
Okay, what do you notice? What is the wazan over here?
Fa'ilun.
Yes,
It's
Iman
the fa'il.
Thanin.
Yeah.
Right? Is it Fa'ilun, Sanin?
Yeah, Fa'ilun. Sanin is different.
This one is fine.
Weak letter and also the weak letter.
What about Sanin? I'm talking
That
about
U is
Sanin.
silent, right? That's it.
Sanin.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Saniyun.
Yeah, weak letter.
Fa'ilun. Right? Saniyun. But it's not Saniyun, right? So they just dropped this.
Dropped it, yeah.
And because they dropped this ya, so that's why they give it one more kasra to make it happy. Right?
Sanin.
This is how it becomes Sanin. So this is also ism file. So Sanin, Salisun, Rabiun, Khamisun, Sadisun. And notice it's not Sitta, like it is sittun, right? Actually,
Yeah.
right? Now, if we wanna make some file from that, what would be? Sittatun? No, failun.
Some file.
Yes,
Huh?
साथ इसमें फाइल कर सकते हैं.
Sittatun, something like that, right? No.
ये after मुद्दा.
I think it's something double letter, like double letter.
मुद्दा का है ना अभी
Saatitun. Yeah.
Satitun.
Saatitun. Very good. Yeah. Now, Saatitun, right? So instead of ta, I think they just diffuse dal instead, right? So they change ta into dal. Saadi. And then this ta, they think, okay, why not just give another scene? Right? To make it easy. So this is how it becomes Saadi soon. I'm just guessing.
Ma'am, Sittun is seventh number. Sittun is seventh.
Sittatun is six.
Saba.
Sabah is
No,
seven.
Sabah is
Sabah is
seven.
seven.
No,
Sabah is
Sabah is
seven.
Yeah, Sittun is 6.
Six. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabah is seven. Okay, I think it's an error, huh? Saad is
Yeah.
six.
Yeah. So this is how the 6 become Saadisun.
Sabatun.
And then Thaminun is 8. The example we see in Quran Pak, huwa al-awwalu wal-akhiru wal-zahiru wal-batinu wa huwa bi kulli shay'in alim. Right? So we see awwal, he is the first one, wal-akhir, and he is gonna be the last one, right? And he is apparent, and he is hidden, right? He knows what is apparent and what is hidden. Wa huwa bi kulli shay'in alim. Then second example is say Thani Yasnaini. What does that mean? Thani?
Thani, yes.
दूसरा इतना two.
Second in the two.
दो में से
Yeah.
दो में से एक.
Yeah, दो में से
दो में से दूसरा.
Yeah.
दूसरा.
Second of the
Two.
Right? So second of the two referring to Hazrat Abu Bakr Razillah.
Abu Bakr.
Right?
Yeah.
Thani Yasnaini is huma fil ghari. So this is what is the status over here? Thaniya.
Fragment.
That's mudaf.
Mudaf ilahi, right?
Yeah.
But
so yeah, but what is the status of Sani?
Sani, jar.
Ya is denoting it is an asab ya jar.
Jar.
No, over here it is nasab.
Because
for this Sanin, this is Rafa version.
Yeah.
Right? What would be the nasab version?
Saniyan, like that.
Saniya. So noon will come, sorry, ya will come back. Saniya would be the nasab, and then again Sanin would be the jar.
Saniyan or Saniya?
If we are giving it like fatha,
Singular.
then it will be Saniyan, right? Otherwise, it is singular, then it is with ya, Saniya.
Rafa and jar will be the same.
Yes, Rafa and jar are same.
So from Saniyan, and for the mudhab, drop the one haraka.
Yeah, it should be Sani Yaini, right? Sani Yaini. Yeah, it is two, right?
It's two.
Yeah.
I think from Saniyan they drop one haraka because it is mudaf, right?
Yeah.
So Sani.
One haraka or Now I'm confusing it. Thaniyaini. If you are saying thaniyaini, right? It could be ya. Thani.
Yeah.
तब है तो या के बाद फिर या होना चाहिए नहीं?
Thaniyaini. So if you drop this noon, so thaniyaini,
यही होना चाहिए जी.
thani.
ये सानियन था, सानियन.
Second is Sani.
Thaniyan. Yeah.
Sanin singular.
I think that, yes, yeah.
Thaniyan,
So
yeah, it was
Saniyan,
Thaniyan.
and then to make it mudaf.
Right, then
Yeah.
drop the one haraka. Yeah.
Thaniyan.
Sanin, Saniyan, Sanin again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Thaniyan.
That make more sense here. Yeah. Okay. Next one. لقد كفر الذين قالوا إن الله ثالث ثلاثة. نعوذ بالله. So now, so Thalithu is what?
Third.
Yeah, third. The three.
Third and three.
Third of the three. Third of three.
Of the three. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, this is idafa fragment.
Idafa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it says ma yakunu min najwa salasatin illa huwa rabi'uhum. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that if there are three people doing najwa, what is najwa?
Sargoshi.
Yeah, secret talk. Subhanallah. We do all the time.
And we think nobody is hearing.
Yeah, exactly. So who is the fourth one over there?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Allahu Akbar. Next time we need to remember that when we are doing something like that. Right? Wala khamsatin illa huwa sadisuhum. Right? So if there are five people doing some najwa, so who gonna be the sixth one over there? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wala adna min zalika wala aksara. So it's not only 3 or 5 people. Whatever number, right?
Less or more.
Less or more.
And less or more, yeah. Right? If you are talking to yourself, right? I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Who is listening to me?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah, the second one is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. So this is again Rabi'u. So is some file Rabi'u. And this is fourth and sixth. So this is ordinal number here. Then it says Sayaquluna, soon they will say Salasatur Rabi'uhum. Right? So soon they would say what? Salasatun. That they are three. They were three. Right? Talking about who?
Ashab Kahf.
Yeah. So they were three. And who was the fourth one?
Their dog.
The dog. Kalbuhum.
Yes. Rabi'uhum kalbuhum. So fourth one was their kalb. Or khamsatun. And then sadisuhum was kalbuhum. Right? So this is all the number. But this is rajman bil ghaib. وَيَقُولُونَ سَبْعَةٌ وَثَامِنُهُمْ كَلْبُهُمْ. So all ordinal numbers. Subhanallah, there are many numbers in Quran Pak, right? We can't say that. It's just we are not noticing them until we learn them and we know them. So now comes fraction. Right? Who loves math here? Because I don't.
I used to.
सूर्य निसा में है यहाँ पर, इस वजह से ये आयत टेक्निकली बहुत मुश्किल हो जाती है.
I hate.
Yeah, Surah Nisa, yeah.
Yeah. So nisfu is half. Salasun is 1/3. then what gonna be 2/3? We're gonna make it a dual, right?
The 2 and the thirds, yes.
Yeah, so it would be sulusani.
Sulusani.
Then
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उस्तादा,
yeah.
आज जाकर समझ में आया क्यों यहाँ पर 2/3 का हम लोग करते हैं ट्रांसलेशन। क्योंकि स्टार्ट को उन्होंने यूं ही रखा, बस उसको तस्निया बना दिया।
Yeah, exactly.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
So
Alhamdulillah.
sulusaini, right? Yeah, this is how.
Mm.
Then rubu'un, 1/4, right? And then what would be the 2/4? Even though 2/4 is not going to make sense. Why?
रुबुआन,
What is 2/4?
Half.
half,
Half.
Half.
half,
Nisfun.
Yeah. So, but what is the word? For
रुबुआनी,
yeah,
रुबुआनी,
rubu'ani. Then humusani, right? Sudusani,
Sudusani.
tumunani,
Sumunani.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
right? So this is how it will go. So what is the wazn for sulusun?
Fu'ulun.
Fu'ulun.
Right? So this is the pattern for fraction.
Oh, okay. Fu'ulun.
Yeah. So we see in Quran Pak, Inna rabbaka ya'lamu annaka taqumu adna min thuluthiyil layli. Right? What is that? Thuluthiyil layli. So actually it was yeah, it was supposed to be thuluthaini.
Thuluthaini, yeah.
Right?
The noon is
Thuluthaini.
dropped.
Yeah, and then we drop the noon and thuluthi.
Thuluthaini.
And for just making it like because we need to what is that called? Idgham.
इल्तिकाए साकिना उस्तादा।
Huh?
इल्तिकाए साकिना।
Sakina. Yes.
Yeah,
Sakinan. Iltiqai
so
sakinan.
that's why we are giving it a kasra. Thuluthi layli. Right? Wa nisfahu. Wa thuluthahu. Subhanallah. Now what is thulutha?
Thulutha, it is an asaba too.
This is 1/3 and this is 2/3.
2/3, yeah.
Right? So this is 2/3 and this is 1/3.
Thulusa.
Yeah, subhanallah.
Allahu Akbar.
इसके लिए ना वाकई तहज्जुद के लिए।
Ji, yeah, exactly. For Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Fa in kana lahunna waladun, subhanallah, these ayat of Allahu Akbar. Fa in kana lahunna waladun falakumur rubu'u mimma tarakna.
Yeah.
So rubu'u
1/4.
yeah.
1/4
For the wife, 1/4 for the wife.
No, for the husband.
For the
Mimma
husband. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Fa in kana lahunna. Yeah. These ladies.
Yeah, for if he has a child.
Children.
Yeah.
If this lady has a children, then husband will get 1/4. Right? Otherwise, what?
पूरा का husband को
Half.
half
is gonna go to the husband if he doesn't have kids.
Yeah.
How should we say 3/4?
3/4?
Yeah, I'm just mixing up. 1/4 is.
You need to bring something that gonna spin my brain, right?
So far we are only learning one and two, right? 1/3, 2/3.
So you are saying 3/4?
No, I thought you said it. That's why I asked. I thought I missed it. Sorry.
No, it is 2/3, not 3/4.
Okay, so we learn 1/3 or 2/3 or 1/5 or 2/5, like that. Right?
Yeah, this is what we are learning.
Okay.
I didn't go that far.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I missed it. I went a little bit. No, I left little bit the class later.
Okay, then fine kanal. Okay, we did that. Next one. Wa'lamu, you know, annama ghanimtum min shay'in fa anna lillahi khumusahu.
1/5.
Yeah. And this ayah is so beautiful, subhanallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, wa'alamu, okay, make note of it. Annama, what kind of ma is that? No, this is ma
Masdariya. Ma Masdariya.
ma mosula.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Innama.
Yeah,
So
annama
annama
ghanimtum.
ghanimtum.
Yeah,
So whatever is you obtain or you gain from war booty, right? Min shay'in, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
For anna, then lillahi, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, khumusahu, 1/5 of, right? And then say walir rasuli, walidil qurba. So that means khumusahu lir rasuli, khumusahu lidil qurba, right? Khumusahu wal yatama, khumusahu wal masakini. This is basically what it is, right?
Yeah.
But after فَأَنَّ لِلَّهِ خُمُسَهُ, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought over here, and this, you know, that lillahi MBK muqaddam over here,
Muqaddam, yeah.
right? So belongs to only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, first he said. But does Allah ta'ala need any war booty or anything?
No.
So it's the intention. It's talking about the intention, right?
Yeah, so he says
sake,
that
for
it
Allah's
belongs
sake.
to me only, right? And then he brought, okay, what does that mean? It belongs to me.
And whatever
That
we
it
have.
belongs to Rasul, right? So you need to give basically Rasul, he is the one who is going to gain that, right? Walidil Qurba, and then he is going to give to Qurba, Yatama, Matakin, Wabni Sabil, right?
Yeah.
Or to all these people, right? So first of all, this is ikhtisas over here, right?
Yeah.
Only belongs to him. Secondly, it is clarifying then, what does it mean that it belongs to me, right? It belongs to them, to lirrasuli walizil qurba wal yatama. So basically that is their share, right? And when they spend on them, then basically it belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the reward he gonna give accordingly, right? Subhanallah.
Actually ये इस तरह था فأن خمسه لله وللرسول ولذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين और इसमें emphasis खुसूसियत लाने के लिए लिल्लाही को पहले लाया सुभान अल्लाह
Exactly.
क्योंकि ये अभी मैंने फिलहाल हाल ही में किया था ये तभी डाउट आया था खुमसहु क्यों लाया गया क्योंकि आखिर में भी ला सकते थे या फिर फाइनल अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
So Allah Ta'ala ने सबसे पहले उसको अपने साथ अटैच किया, सुभान अल्लाह, right? हम जो है ना सुभान अल्लाह वर्ल्डली थिंग्स को जो है ना वो देख के सब कुछ भूल जाते हैं. We should know that whatever blessings we are having all belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah. Then it comes walikulli wahidin minhumus sudus. Likulli wahidin minhumus sudus. So this is talking about parents, right? Likulli wahidin minhumus sudus mimma taraka in kana lahu walad. So this is not the whole ayah. So but the gist is that, sorry. So each one of them is going to have 1/6, talking about parents, min huma, this huma is parents, right? Mimma taraka, what is he left. So basically I think it is talking about when some child die, right? Not
अगर बेटा इंतकाल
it's the data.
Yeah.
And then
औलाद है
बेटे के बच्चे हो
औलाद, yeah, exactly.
So the parents will get 1/6.
Parents ko, the parents will get 1/6 of it. In kana lahu waladun. this mimata in kana lahu waladun is part of the next ayah, right? So it's not saying ke agar uska beta ho to tab wo parents, that is next. But for us, we are just analyzing this part, right? So parents will 1/6 of it. Then fa'in kana lakum waladun falahunna thumunu mimma taraktum. What is thumunu here?
1/8.
1/8 for who?
إن كان لكم
فلهن
ولد.
ladies.
That's
So
talking
it's
about
talking
the
about
wife.
man
That's
and
the wife.
women.
That's the wife.
The mother.
हाँ माँ के लिए
yeah. So
माँ के लिए अगर बाप
Women.
छोड़कर जाए
fa'in
बाप छोड़कर
kana
जाए तो
lakum
the
is
wife.
talking about men now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a man, if
So
he has
if
a child,
men
then
have,
the woman,
if
the
men
woman will
have
get,
children, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
So then it's
the
their
wife
wife
will
get
get
1/8.
1/8, yeah.
Mimma taraktum, whatever they have left.
Yeah.
You guys have left.
Mm-hmm.
Subhanallah. So
I think the fractions are all used in Surah An-Nisa.
yeah,
यही आयत में है सारा यही आयत
in inheritance, yeah.
Yes, inheritance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then we will see in Quran Pak like 3 each, 4 each, 6 each, right? So for example, you have some choices, right? If we go for pizza topping, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're gonna say, okay, you can choose the these are sauces, these are vegetables, right? These are cheese or whatever. So now you can choose 2 each, right? So then this is also basically we can find that in Quran Pak. And what's gonna happen? It is gonna be thulatha. What is the wazn? Thulatha or ruba'a?
Fa'al.
Fu'ala. Yeah, fu'ala pattern. So masna is not part of it. So after masna, thulatha, ruba'a, khumasa, sudas, suba, thuman, tusa, and ushar. So they are all following fu'ala pattern. Yeah, fu'ala. So fu'ala pattern they are going to follow if we are saying each.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then comes bid'ah. We see in Quran Pak, right? Bid'ah sinin.
Mm-hmm.
So what is bid'ah mean? Bid'ah mean a few or several. This is called ism mubham, ambiguous noun.
Mm-hmm.
A few what? So we need to bring madud after that, right? Or not madud or anything that is going to clarify. Yeah. The irab depends on the role, right? So it could be rafa nasab or jar. It's gonna show us all the different status. So the example ja'a bid'atu tulabin. So what gonna be the translation here?
That
student
few
Yeah, few students came. Few students came, right? So tulabin idafa kind of idafa fragment here. It is called.
Yeah, it's a file.
And do not think that this B is harfujar. It's not harfujar.
Yeah.
It's part of the word.
Part of the word, yeah. So bid'atu tulabin or bid'u tu'alibatin. What do you guys notice?
opposite other
Yeah.
Opposite.
opposite.
Yeah, exactly. So it could be bid'u or bid'atu.
The opposite gender.
Yeah. So in Quran Pak we see falabisa, he remained fisijni in the prison, yeah. Bid'a sinina.
Few years. Several years.
Several years, yeah. So over here, sinina is mudaf ilayhi. So bid'a is mudaf. And that is basically zarf zama over here, right? Because it is going to refer the time.
The time, yeah.
Right? So zarf zama, maful fihi over here. And sinina is mudaf ilayhi. Majroor bil ya. Right? Why majroor bil ya? Because Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Ina sound. Yeah.
Right? So this ya is basically the ya over there is representing the jar status.
Yeah.
Right? So bil yai niyabati. Al kasra. Why? Because annahu jama muzakkar salim. Then these example I think we already did, right? Last class.
Yes, these one we did.
Yeah, okay. And then this is homework, fun. So you're gonna follow whatever we did in the beginning, right? And you guys can practice this as a homework. And then I put some just counting for you guys to enjoy.
No. No, it's interesting. It's just too much information and like to digest. But it's very interesting.
Yeah,
really interesting.
Yeah, interesting. So inshallah we're gonna end over here. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa dhikril hakim. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.